Hello, brown beauties out there. We are doing a smoky eye video for you guys, and we tried 2 different looks, and I feel like we achieved them.
Boom, because we do that.
Right. I did a classic black smoky eye. Melissa did a bold purple smoky eye. And we did 2 different ones so you guys can see that you can do similar techniques and get different results. And we also have different eye shapes, so some of the techniques were a little bit different. To see these beautiful looks, keep on watching, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I am Deandra Giselle.
Miss Kev on stage.
All right, stay tuned, guys.
Bye.
Starting off with the smoky eye, we're gonna do our base, but instead of doing a nude base, we are going to do a base that's going to be the color of the smoky eye. So I'm doing a classic black smoky eye.
And I'm doing a purple.
So we're using bases that are similar. It doesn't have to be the exact shade of purple, but it should be a shade of purple.
A shade of purple.
Yes, and the reason being is it's going to make the color a true tone. So instead of the classic black eye being more of a grayish black, it'll be a solid black. And
I'm using purple. I'm going to do a purple smoky eye, and that'll allow the purple to be more vibrant or more true on the eye.
it's gonna just be bam!
Bam, boom. And we're using the Loreal Silk eyeliners, which in our drugstore video we found that we love, actually. So I'm using the color purple, as would be assumed.
And I'm using the color black. To start off, what I normally do is I start with the top lid and I make an oval shape. If you want to have a more cat eye look, then you're gonna actually draw more of a oblong.
Okay. No.
Yep, sideways oblong.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Okay. And but if you have small eyes, you want to keep it oval to open up the eyes.
Okay, here we go. I'm actually gonna do the same thing and do the oval circle shape.
And the reason why we chose this liner is because it's very movable and blendable, and you want something that moves around. So if you do like a cream gel eyeliner and it stays in one place, you're gonna have a heck of a time blending that. I am using Kirkland brand, so Costco.
Shout out to Costco.
Blending brush.
And I'm gonna use the Morphe E22 blending brush.
Can I just point out that we did not do a transition color yet?
Yes.
So that's another little tidbit, that you start off with your base and no transition color yet. So here we go.
Here we go.
Blending out.
Just blending out the harsh line that you just created when you put down that base.
So the next step is to set what you have just put on.
So the base color you're gonna set with your lid color.
Right, so your eyeshadow should match your base. I'm using Saucebox, and it's that black shade right there, and this is called Black Widow. Love this eyeshadow because it is a true black tone. It does not look gray at all.
So I'm going to use the Morphe 35P palette, and I am going to use the color right here. So it's second row on the right. This color right here.
It's a true purple.
It's a beautiful purple. And we're gonna put it right directly over the lid.
And I am using a fluffy flat brush from Coastal Scents.
And I'm going to use an Urban Decay. We were just talking about the Urban Decay brushes.
Yeah.
This is the Urban Decay flat brush that came with one of the palettes.
And both of our colors are matte, by the way.
Good point.
And when you're patting it on and not rubbing, you want to make sure that you're covering every inch of your base.
This gonna be pretty, y'all. Look at that.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh, that is.
Next step is to do a transition color. I'm going to use out of the Venus palette, and this is by Lime Crime, and the color that I'm using is Icon. It's a dark brown, so it's this color right here.
And I'm still in the Morphe 35P palette, and I am going to use two transition colors. One of my things just popped out. That sucks. I'm going to use, okay, it doesn't want to stay. So I'm going to use the color right here, which is essentially a standard transition color that we would use, just like a warm orange tone brown. But I'm also going to use a purple one between my crease just to make sure my eyes look purple, because sometimes the color on my lids goes away when I open my eyes. So to make sure that you can see the purple, I'll add one more.
And it's because of the different eye shades.
Yes.
So she does that so that you can still see the color, and I actually have too much eye space, so I'm trying to tone down some of the color. So I just want to let you guys know, because different eye shapes require different ways to achieve a smoky eye.
That was so key. What you're trying to achieve is the same, but based on your eye shape, you may tweak the technique to accommodate what your eye shape is like. So that's one of the things that I do versus she does, because we have different eye shapes.
Yes. The brushes that I'm using is the Mikasa E300, and it's a large blending brush.
Same large blending brush, and this is the Morphe M504. You can get this from the Morphe store. If you want to get the Mikasa brush, link is in the description box.
Blending the outer corner too. Like, you must do this.
So now what I'm going to do is take a bit of a smaller, still a fluffy blending brush, but it's a little bit smaller to go a little bit like more detailed area. And I'm going to take a purple color. I think I'm just going to use this one.
So it's a lighter shade of purple.
Yeah, a lighter shade of purple. So it'll be this color right here, and it'll go beneath my first transition color, but above my crease. And this is always hard for me, so you have to like think down, so that way you get it in the right spot, so you're not just muddying up the eye area, which is super easy to do.
Notice that we do not have foundation on.
Teach. This is so key.
This is so key. With smoky eyes, my suggestion, or our suggestion, is that you do your eyes first and then do your foundation routine. So if it comes out looking a little raccoon-like, you can wipe it off.
Clean up.
You just clean it up. I mean, even if you're blending and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm blending out to here, you can wipe it off. So the only thing that we did was we filled in our eyebrows, because eyebrows frame the face, and it's gonna tell you that, Deandra, stop blending.
Stop.
All the way up to here.
It's so easy to do if you don't do your brows first.
So we only did our brows with no foundation. So I just wanted to say that, because I've done it the other way and
it doesn't work.
No.
You'll be mad at yourself. This is like how to achieve a smoky eye 101. Listen to what she said. It was key. Major key alert. So, what I'm going to do is, like, to really make this kind of smoky, is take a very deep purple. I'm going to use my same Morphe E22 brush. This is like actually one of my favorite blending brushes. I'm going to take this very deep, rich purple here. It's almost like an eggplant purple.
Clearly she likes it. She's
it's almost pan. Hit pan. And I'm going to take it and do it right in my crease.
And that's a large blending brush?
No, it's more...
Medium?
Yeah, medium. I'm going to go with medium. It's not as fluffy as my first transition brush. It's a little bit more narrow.
Why are you choosing different blending brushes?
Ooh, major key alert. Major key alert, people. These are things I wish I knew when trying to attempt a smoky eye. Okay, the bigger the blending brush, the more space and product you are going to spread out everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. So when you're doing like your first transition color, you're getting all up here, this is perfectly fine. As you go closer to your lid space, you want to get more detail. That's the word Deandra uses, and that's a really good word. You want to do more detailed work. You want to be more defined in the area. You want to confine the color to a more defined space. You need something that will allow you to do that. This, which is the Morphe E504 brush, will not allow you to do that.
No, because it's spreading it everywhere. So you want to get something that has a similar shape, but is smaller.
Yes. So that's this. Major key alert. Okay? Major. The thing about a smoky eye is really all about gradient of color. And that's why she used the brown so it transitions into the black. That's what people don't know. Listen, major key, y'all. Okay. When you see a black smoky eye, it is literally not
just black. Right.
That's why she has that brown. That's the transition that makes it not look. It looks like you knew what you were doing and you just didn't slap back black product on. Just reapplied eyelid because adding all those transition color kind of wiped it away. But I like this. Yeah.
I actually line my inner waterline first because I really like for it to be black right in the waterline. So I line the inner waterline and then take a little bit just under and smoke it out.
Now what I'm going to do is use purple, but I'm going to use the same black and line my waterline in here and then use purple on the outside and then smoke it out that way.
All right.
Here we go.
I am using the Morphe E18. It's a smaller detailed brush. They call it a small buffering brush, I believe. And I'm going to go under here and smoke out the liner.
And I'm using the Makeup Geek Outer V brush. Again, just a small detailed blending brush.
All right. To set the under eye, because after you do the gel liners, you definitely need to set it with your eyeshadow. So we're going to set our eyes using the previous eyeshadow color. So I'm using Black Widow by Saucebox.
And I'm going to use the same purple lid color right here.
And our brush has changed. I don't even know what to call this one.
I would call it this is called the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, and we're going to...
They're the same, except for I think yours is wider.
Oh, yeah, probably
It's a little smaller. Mine's a little smaller. Mine's from Coastal Scent, same shape, but hers is a little wider. That's the only difference. And again, you're going to pat and not rub. Sometimes what I like to do too is as I come in, I actually like how far down this is, but let's say you want a little more transition into, you know, your foundation. I'll go with a brown and kind of put it right in here. So that's what I'm going to do next.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to stop because I don't want this to go from bad to worse real quick.
So using a makeup wipe, this is funny. My makeup wipe is Walmart brand. I think you get 2 of them for like $5.
This is what I need to do. I always use like the Neutrogena brand. And quite honestly, they're not my favorite because I really like my makeup wipes to be really saturated.
Yeah.
And I feel like these dry out.
So this is what I do. I flip this. I store it like this.
So all the juice.
So all the juice goes to the top. Because, you know, the bottom ones are always the better juicy ones, right? Like they're always clean better. Just like this. And guess what?
All the juices flow where you want it, where you're going to pull first. That was major key. We're dropping all types of knowledge in this video. I'm bloop bloop knowledge.
Because I was feeling that way, like, man, the bottom ones are always the best
and I
ones.
hate that. I don't like when it's not juicy. I feel like I have to work too hard.
All right, so what's key is that we are wiping. And sometimes I don't even wipe, but I'm going to do it today.
So we did our lashes and final face off camera. So this is the completed look.
Let's come in so they can see.
You see that highlight?
classic black smoky eye and a colorful purple smoky eye. Let's talk about our lips.
Let's talk about our lips.
Because who we are is I'm a nude lip girl 90% of the time.
And I wear purple 90% of the time. And Dee was literally like, you don't think
that it might be too much purple?
You don't think that's a little bit too much purple? And I was like, no! Why would, there's no such thing as too much purple. So listen, generally speaking, beauty rule is bold eye, soft lip, bold lip, soft eye. Melissa doesn't obey the rules.
And you know what though? If you are someone who is trying out smoky eyes but would not be comfortable doing a bold lip, do a nude lip.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of introduce yourself to the whole look. So
I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to know, we did our lashes off camera. If you would like a how-to video on how to apply lashes, there will be a pop-up here shortly. Click it and you'll learn how to do lashes. Until our next video, brown beauties. Bye.